tensile test according to STM A370. The material for the sample is SAE 1018. For the sample we are doing the tensile test as per STM A370. The diameter should be 12.50. As you can see, the diameter is 12.48. So we will note down the diameter 12.48. That is the gauge diameter of the sample. The gauge line as per STM A370 is 50, for diameter 12.50, for diameter 8.75 it is 35, and for diameter 6.25 it is 25. Now we are going to mark the gauge length. As you can see, the gauge length is kept 50 mm. So we have marked a gauge length for 50 mm. After this, the mounting of the sample is done in UTM machine. This is a UTM machine of 60 ton, universal testing machine, capacity 60 ton. Now we have set the range of 0 to 300 km, that is 30 ton. Sample is mounted between the two crossheads. We are going to set the pointer as a null position, that is 0. As you can see, the sample has been mounted. Now we are attaching a micrometer gauge so as to get the yield point of the sample of the material. That we will see further how does it works. We are going to get a tensile graph, that is load versus displacement graph. For that thing, we are inputting the data in the software. NN18I3904 is the sample identification given by the laboratory. Outer dia, as we have observed, is 12.48. Gauge length is 50. And all the details of the customer has been put in the graph, as you can see. After submitting the value, we should tear the load to 0, set in the basic criteria, and then going to start the test. The load is given to the sample gradually. The more gradual is the load, is the more accurate is the testing, more accurate we get the results. As you can see, the graph has been plotted. The graph is plotted between load versus displacement. Load is increasing with respect to displacement. At a certain point, the mic will fall down. That point is the initial point, that is the starting point of the plastic deformation of the sample. We will observe this now. So the mic has fell down. This is the yield point of the sample, and that value is being recorded on the dial. As you can see, the dial has stopped at this point. So 74 something is the yield point. Accurate reading we will be getting in the graph. The graph automatically sends the yield point. As you can see, this is the yield point area. The point is there, slide down point. The necking of the sample has been started. The sample will break now. As the necking starts, the graph starts fell down. You can see here the graph is gradually going down. This is the necking of the sample. At this point, this is the maximum stress the sample can sustain, or that is also known as breaking load. The sample has broken After sample gets broken, this window is being shown. So we will take now final gauge length and final diameter. This broken sample is then joined together to measure the final gauge length. Initial gauge length was 50. Final gauge length is how much?
58.1.
58.1 mm. So we will note down the final gauge length, that is 58.1 mm, and also the final diameter, which is
8.3.
8.3 mm. Initial diameter was 12.5 and 12.48. Final is 8.3. As you can see, the graph has been plotted against the load versus displacement. We have got the following values, that is maximum force, that is the braking force at which the sample is broken, 72.6 kilonewton, and for that force the UTS we got is 593.496, elongation 16.2%, reduction area is 55.76, yield load 68.58, and yield says 560.633. This is the graph for tensile test for load versus displacement. So from this we can conclude that the observed results, as per observed results, tensile strength UTS that has got calculated, that is 593.496. This is a calculated value which is been calculated by dividing load to area and multiplying it with 1000, and also same goes for yield stress. Thank you for watching the video. In the next video we will see tensile test with 0.2% proof stress.